that to influence and improve the quality of consciousness in Sindh, we need to construct a discourse about existing social structures. Because it is not the subjectivity that manifests our consciousness. It is the objectivity that manifests, articulate our consciousness. And in any feudal society, in Sindh, I think our urban society is, or the space for free thinking, or the space for exercising and enjoying democratic rights of any society. I think urban society of Sindh has been hijacked by terrorists, by extremist elements, and regardless of color, caste, creed, religion, ethnicity, language, mainly because of the peculiar environment that exists in Sindh, I think the space for free talk, free discourse, free interactions, free will, free thinking has been hijacked, and we have to reclaim that space. And without reclaiming that space, we would not be able to engage majority of the masses into mainstream politics or any other engagement. And when it comes to rural society, we are living in 21st century. Feudalism, by and large, is an obsolete social system. And feudalism, in its very nature, is against freedom. It's against democracy. It's against freedom, liberal values. So I think to enhance and promote democratic, political, social, cultural consciousness in Sindhi society, we need to construct a discourse about existing obsolete social structures that are feudal in their very nature. Second aspect, Sindh historically had been, by and large, a very singular society, or we may call it that the majority of people living in this part of the world were mainly Sindhi speaking before partition. But we live in today's realities. And today's reality is that Sindh has become a very diverse society where we could see diversity in terms of language, in terms of caste, in terms of creed, in terms of religion, in terms of political thinking, in terms of ethnicity. And let me say one thing, that if we deny diversity, the diversity would become our weakness. It would become a source of conflict in society. And if we start thinking, and if we start respecting diversity, then I do believe that diversity could be our strength. So, on this forum, I would like to coin this idea, that in today's Sindh, we find conflicting and competing narratives. But I would wish, and I do feel that civil society of Sindh needs to construct a common narrative which could serve the legitimate interest of all people living in Sindh. So I think my second point would be that instead of focusing more upon conflicting narratives, we need to construct a common narrative, and that could really bridge many gaps of understanding and conflicts. Third thing, you all know that in Europe, when Europe was transforming from feudal society to a modern democratic society, it was basically what they did. They laid the foundations of a professional society. I think in the context of Sindh, I would say, and I would suggest, that to influence and to improve the quality of thinking or consciousness, be it urban Sindh or rural Sindh, we need to lay the foundations for a professional society. It is the economic activity which makes us think like this. So I think to change and influence the consciousness of Sindhi society, we need to transform Sindhi society from a feudal to an urban society based on entrepreneurship. And in last session, we heard a lot about challenges and spaces that we have in this regard. To my third point, again, for diversity. In Pakistan, unfortunately, what we have been witnessing and what we have been hearing since inception of Pakistan, that foundations of Pakistan were laid not by respecting diversity, but we adopted a self-deceptive sort of paradigm of uniformity instead of respecting diversity. And I think, and I do believe, that you cannot create unity in any society by denying diversity. Unity could also always be created in any society by respecting diversity. So I think that no matter if some sections of population, if they speak Urdu and they live in urban areas and also in rural areas, I think we, the indigenous people of Sindh, have no problem with that. And we should have no problem with that. We need to construct a narrative. We need to construct a sense of ownership among all the people who are living permanently in Sindh. And for that, I would say, let us, what civil society can do, I think civil society can really start a new culture. We can lay the foundations of a new culture which could exhibit civic courage, political courage, intellectual courage to respect diversity instead of denying the diversity. And my last 2 points would be that when it comes to the role of civil society, this is 21st century. We are not an island. We are part of this world. And we have to be integral and active part of this world. And for that, we need to bridge the gaps of understanding, communication at all levels between global civil society and local civil society. And I think this is the area where we could really see liberal space, where civil society can develop and enhance its role by bridging the gap of understanding, opportunities, and freedom of thought, exchanging their views. And I think in today's world, it has become much easier as compared to the past, that now in today's era, we can really make apparently a very trodden and a very backward society, we can make this society as a menacing society, and we can really bridge that gap. And for that, I do believe that we need to develop institutional linkages. And since this convention is being held by SANA, I would, since you are also part of local civil society as well as global civil society, we have been discussing these ideas since years with SANA, and even this time when friends came all the way from USA. I think we need to develop institutional linkages, as SANA is making with IBA Sakhar, as SANA is making, can make with various institutions. So this is the age where we can benefit our society, our generations to come, by bridging the gap and developing the bridges between global and local society. My last point would be, unfortunately, the image that Sindh has earned during last couple of decades. Sindh is a society of dacoits. Sindh is a society of feudal. Sindh is a society of corrupt bureaucrats. Sindh is a society of narrow-minded nationalists. Sindh is a society where people don't intend to work. I think, I don't know whether this is true or not, but since a very famous saying that perception is bigger than reality, we need to change this perception. And how can we change this perception about our society, which had been very liberal and secular and humanist, not through days and weeks and years and centuries, since millenniums? We are proud of this tradition, but unfortunately, in these peculiar conditions of Pakistan that we are facing, we have earned an image of a society which is brutal, a society which is feudal, which is inhuman, which is not tolerant. No matter we don't have Talibans, but we have so many other tendencies. So I think, and I do believe, that to change that perception about Sindh, the civil society of Sindh, what we can do, that we have to look at the global values, global human culture that is emerging in today's world. And what is that? I think democracy is a persuasive image of today's world. Democracy earns an image for you. And as my friend Dr. Waleed Sheikh said, that SANA is a very democratic organization. I would suggest that this lesson could be learned by our political parties, by our many other institutions, and also by individuals. That if we adopt the value of democracy, because I do believe that democracy is not merely electocracy. Democracy is a conduct, is a value, is an approach, is a behavior, is a norm, and above all, it's an interest, and above all, it's a path to way, and it's a way forward. So I think that to change the existing bad image of Sindhi society or society of Sindh, we need to correspond with emerging global trends, and those are, this was my last point, democracy is a persuasive image of today's world. We need to enhance democracy, not on the day of elections, but in our daily life. Wherever we work, we need to exhibit democratic spirit, not on one day, but we should make it a part of our life. Secondly, since as I said, that Sindh is a diverse province. The entire globe is diverse. And diversity and plurality is a reality. And it's a beautiful reality. So I think, being a society, we need to correspond to this value, and we need to be part of the rainbow identity of galaxy of cultures which exist in today's world. And I always do believe that the rainbow identity, where rainbow is just one, but it has 7 colors. So we can be one, but we can also be in 7 colors. So I think to earn a better and democratic image, we need to correspond with this value.